I haven't played Stardew Valley in quite a long time. Not even sure if I remember how to play it. There's one way to find out. Oh. What else we got? Farming, mining, foraging, fishing, combat. Land Farm. What is advanced crafting information? I like being advanced. I forgot how good the music is on this shit. Boop. Boop. What's here? Oh, snap! Parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis. Thank you, Mayor Lewis. It's gonna be clear and sunny all day. Perfect day to farm. An anchor, huh? And a ship? Whoops. I keep thinking it's Terraria. I'm trying to smash things up. Nice. Okay. Use tool. I have... Oh, you auto-detect when I, tab out, huh? Nice. Let's go ahead and just scope everything out. Oh! Hold on now. Okay, that's ridiculous. You need to be over here. Yeah. That seems a little better. You know what? Today you live. I'll leave you today, tree. Oh! Careful. axe isn't strong enough to break this stump. What's in here? Nothing. Noted. Oh, I'm wasted. Forgot about that. That's fine. Get up. dropped you off at the clinic last night. You had passed out from exhaustion. Got to take better care of yourself and go to bed at a reasonable hour. I've billed you 50G. Oh, you did more than bill me. You took it out of my pocket. Dr. Harvey? Oh, I'll remember that. Well, maybe I should say, I won't forget. Back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. You know what? I will. Let's go to the beach. Can I go this way? Doesn't seem that I can. Can I go this way? Uh-huh. Damn old busted up ass house. Well, this ain't the beach. Thought it was. Oh, I'll take that. Take that. Only a master of the 5 ways may enter. Strange. Poopy tunnel. We'll save the poopy tunnel for another day. Seems I'm not wanted there anyway. I'll take this. That's right. Ah, Mayor Lewis told me. Just arrived. I'm Marnie. Nice to meet you, Marnie. Okay, well, goodbye. Wait. Okay. See you later, Marnie. Nice talking to you. Supposed to see a man about a fish. Or a pole for fish, or something like that. There he is. My man! Salty Steve, Willie. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Likewise. Still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. It took you a month? Oh, maybe you had other bills, you know. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. I very well may. Thank you, Willie. You received a bamboo pole. Let me just put... Oh! Willie, we got a problem. Damn. Nope, nope, hold on. Willie? You know what? I don't want to get... That's fine. That's difficult. What should I get rid of? Decisions. The stone. Fuck it. Why not? Get out of here. Thanks for the pole, Willie. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. You don't say. Seems to be a lot of water. You're not a liar. My shop's back open now, so come by if you need some supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's an entendre if I've ever heard one. Smoking can't be good for your health, Willie. You smoke a pipe and you're out on the ocean for a month at a time? That's a hard, fast life you're living. Holy shit, Willie, what's that? The rock. That's not gonna do us any good. You know what? Let's go ham. Why not? What's this? With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. Noted. Your truck is as long as your house. I don't know if that's a very small house or a very long truck. I suppose it could be either. I'm gonna look in your trash can real quick. Don't mind me. No? Okay. I hope you didn't see me out there. Hello there, welcome to Stardew Valley Archaeological Office. This is embarrassing, but the previous curator done made off with the entire collection. As a result, we don't have many artifacts for display, but I'm hoping to remedy that soon. So, you find anything out there, you let me know, alright? Yes, sir. There's a book missing here. Who is this beautiful, educated woman here? I'm going to interrupt her at work. Oh, did it? I don't mean to make you quiver. I'm very sorry. I'm not bothering you, am I? I'm Penny. Hello, Penny. Oh, a stranger. My name is Vincent. I don't care. You're a weirdo kid. You're reserved and nice. You seem to be okay. You need to comb your hair. You're out of control, Vincent. Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. It's because she's an excellent teacher. Listen to her. Don't listen to me. I definitely wasn't outside digging through a trash can 5 minutes ago. I had to look through your trash can. City business. You're never gonna introduce yourself? No? Okay. Okay, so you need... smelted bars and money. Got it. Be careful, y'all. There's a crazy kid in the library. His hair is out of control. Watch yourself. Oh, it's surgical. clean, sterile, to an uncomfortable degree. Join us. Thrive. Welcome to Joja Mart. How are you doing today? I don't believe we've met. I'm Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. When you decide you want to become a Joja member, I'll be delighted to help make your transition a joyous experience. Uh-huh. Okay. How are you doing? Shane's hard at work. He doesn't seem interested in talking. No, you just walked the fuck away from me, didn't you? I can take a hint. Hey kid named Pam. Hey Pam. I hope you're doing okay. Fresh and cheap? This reminds me of an Aldi. No. No, it's far too clean to be an Aldi. Or Lidl. I don't think I know of any stores that are this small but this put together. Okay, nice to meet you all. You also have a very long truck. And a trash can. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna dig through your trash. I just got to town. I'm scraping by. Sure, I'm sure you understand. Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving onto that old farm. Oh, well, nice to meet you too. Well, I guess we'll do an introduction some other time. If you don't seem interested, I don't want to bother you. Not in this day and age. What is it, Tuesday? Spring year 1. Oh, another trash can? No trash cans everywhere. You people don't throw away anything. It's a very efficient society. I like that. Hello there. You holy shit, what a Chad! Hey, so you're the new guy, huh? Cool. Look at that chin! Holy shit! So your hair is also unkempt, but in a cool way. Unlike that rapscallion Vincent, who looks like he just got out of bed. Yours looks intentional. I'll get out of your super cool house. Irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? I mean... Okay, I'll leave. Chill out, George. Also, you have a very clean trash can. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. Evelyn. Nice to meet you, Evelyn. I don't want to call you Granny. I don't know you. I mean, now I know you. Give it a month. You're gonna love it here in Pelican Town. Well, thank you. If you're ever looking to do something in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Well, you're awful personable, Emily. Thank you. In fact, I'll stop by right now and say hello. Anyone else is... Need a drink? You want to get right to feeding my dark side, don't you? No, I'm good. It's 4. It's not even 5 yet. It's very close to 5. Wait, does Pam go straight to the bar at 5? Tell me she goes straight to the bar at 5. Come on. That's my girl, Pam. Yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Right when the doors opened. Who are you? Haley? Oh, I'm not interested. I'm sure you're very nice. Have a good day. All right, what's up here? Nice fountain. A flower I can eat. It's locked. Wow, that continue button next to the it's locked dialog box at the bottom is adorable. The way it rotates and squishes. Very good design. I like that. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up here. Did I spook you? I'm very sorry. I'm gonna follow... I mean, I guess if I did spook you, it'd be terrible to just follow you into your house, huh? Save it for another day. Excuse me, sir. Nice to meet you. Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. See? Thank you! You are one of just a handful of personable individuals I've met since I've been here. The others seem to be gruff alcoholics, ne'er-do-wells, people that don't comb their hair, although with very clean trash cans. A sordid town full of ne'er-do-wells. Pelican Town. Every town has a dark side. Oh. As soon as the night falls, the vampires come out. We just moved in, right? Cool? God, the guys here are so fucking cool. Hell yeah. Local transient's house. Nice comfortable campfire, we like that. Railroad. That's not a railroad, that's a stone wall. Let's continue. Loop back around to River Farm. Cannot believe I passed out in the middle of planting and watering turnips. What a foolish move on my part. That's what I get. Some days you just work too hard. End up paying for it. There's no one to blame but myself. Yep. You know, like old Willie says, if it smells, it sells, huh? I like that it says single next to them as if to imply that I acquired knowledge of their marital statuses within those conversations. Like I just hit everybody up like, hey, what are you doing later? Let's see. Can I make a box? I need a bunch of wood. Marital status. Single. Oh. I don't want to chop down the trees, though. I like the trees. I'll just take branch wood. No choice, huh? Oh! Extra juicy. I love the juicy sound effects. It's a very juicy game. I like how rich this dark texture filter is. Really nice. Kind of puts a simultaneous red and blue hue on things depending on the color. Really, really delicate. I like it. The lighting effects are really good too. This game is very interestingly programmed. It seems like they used Microsoft XNA. The install folder is a mess, but it makes the work itself very idiosyncratic. It's smooth. Pixel art's nice, which, you know, I guess has nothing to do with the engine, but point withstanding. Okay, let's go to bed. I need an actual chair. I need to get out of this office chair. What's the point in playing a cozy game if you're not cozy? That's silly. If it smells, it sells. That's what Willie used to say. Till he got lost at sea. Smoked one too many a pipe and never returned. Damn shame. Best goddamn fisherman the town's ever known. Poor Willie. 50G for a clam? That sounds like slang. 60G for a dandelion? Well, shit. That doesn't seem right. Really? Oh, two of them. Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say, what kind of market am I in? Although, to be fair, I'm in Rivertown. Maybe clams are just, more available here. The fuck was that? Clear and sunny all day. Whoops. What is this? Oh, does time stop when you're on the pause screen? Nice. I just fish. Nice. Max. Oh! They're rowdy today. Oh! Careful. Oh! A chub? You don't say. Everyone loves a good chub. Alright, let's get a tree chopping. Stop making jokes. It's real life out here. We gotta do real farm stuff now. Chopping trees, that's real farm stuff. Chop the stump remaining from which the tree was felled. That's also real farm stuff. I need some wood. I'm gonna turn your tree bones into a box and then put your bones back into the box. I'm so sorry, tree. It's nothing personal. When I left my office job, I come return to the land to get back to nature, and to do that I need your bones. I need your tree bones. Branches really are just tree bones, if you think about it. Can I get myself another chub? Well, I'm full of stuff, so I run the risk of getting a not chub, and then having to throw it back in, and we can't have that. Returning fish is not real farm stuff, that's real leisure stuff. Unacceptable. We're not here to relax, we're here to... This ain't farm Airbnb. This is a business. I can't be wasting time. To build this bone box. Put my chub in it. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. See you soon. Ease up, Pierre. Sounds like a pretty good deal, though. Maybe I'll do that. Let me build this bone box. No, don't throw away the bone box. Oh, shit. I fucked up, didn't I? I sure did. That's okay. Lesson learned. Okay, we'll put this here. And then put my chub in the box. This other box. Beautiful. Now we're cooking. Who's he, Pierre? Oh. Careful. I don't want to let that dandelion escape. No, sir. No, sir. Pierre, a little piece of spam advertisement that ended up in my mailbox says you were good for a bag or two. What's this? Help wanted. I'm looking for someone to bring me 4 copper ores to aid in the understanding of local minerals. Clint, 180G on delivery. No, I'm not going to do that, Clint, but thank you. Oh yeah, everybody needs a good glass of water. Oh goodness, microphone. Okay. Help wanted. You're telling me you can't get 4 of your own copper ores for 180G, Clint? Keep that money in your pocket? You're silly. To aid in the understanding of local minerals, I must understand them. I need to comprehend the rocks. I need to consider the ores. I need to brood on the limestones. Okay. Get it together. Get it together. Get the fuck out of here, Pierre. Did you really just send me an advertisement on the day you're closed? That's inexcusable. Uh-oh, the star of the dew. Always a pleasure to see you, Barry. Yeah, I forgot I had this one lurking around on the old hard drive, and I saw another streamer who I pop in to see how they're doing every once in a while playing it, and I had just forgotten how delightful this game is. It's just a nice, breezy, like a wind in your hair kind of game. And I'll be honest, I haven't played it with headphones either, and it is a qualitatively delightful experience with headphones. The ambience is really nice. I tried to play a little bit more of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but that game runs like dog water. Like really, really badly. And I love Final Fantasy VII, but I don't have room in my heart to excuse poor performance. So I'll probably just come back to it in a year or so. I've kind of wanted to get into mods. She was actually running a whole set of Witchcore mods from some mod author Bogwitch. And that author is amazing, the kind of work she does. And the full suite of mods she was running, Bogwitch's mods plus others for like Stardew Valley Witchcore stuff. The kind of Stardew Valley game, like game plus mod set, whatever you would call that, her taste was really good. And I was considering doing the same thing, but much like when I try to reinstall Skyrim once every couple of years, the breadth and intensity of the fandom for these games is so intense that I start looking at the mods and getting downright nervous. Like, oh my god, do I because going through them and finding good ones that play together and that make the experience more enjoyable without overdoing it, at least for my tastes, is a day's plus work in itself. And I wasn't quite ready for that yet. But I need to. This is one of the few games that I've gotten into a while back that I never put mods onto. And I'm sure the mods are unbelievable. Let's see. Actually, here is closed. Yeah, let's go fishing. $600. That sounds about right for a game like this. This is definitely a 600-hour type of game. It really crosses boundaries in demographics too. Fucking algae? What does this game think I am? I've not met a single type of person in my life that has a games console or PC that doesn't enjoy Stardew Valley. I don't think I've ever heard a single person say that they didn't have at least an enjoyable time or fun time playing this for a while. Maybe for some people it didn't become a lifestyle game like it is for a lot of people, but they enjoyed it nonetheless. I actually had a few friends that each had Switches, and they did a co-op farm in the backseat of my car as we made a road trip halfway across the country. And just hearing them play Stardew, the sound effects, the things they were discussing as far as how to manage their farm and stuff while we were driving, it's just enjoyable to even have around you. One of the most recent updates, the dev gave the creator of the mod loader source access. Oh, that's so sick! That's so sick! What a good developer. Like, that's another great example of like when a game just gets so big it gets out of your hands even if you own the IP. I'm with him. Like when a mod loader and the community around the mods gets that big, you just have to help them build into the game more. And I'm glad they feel that way. I had no idea. Holy shit. That's super neat. The fucking frog sound. So good. I wish that more games would be built around community development in that kind of way. I suspect that if not, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a bigger space for that kind of stuff in the near future. AAA studios and even, maybe not AA studios, but a lot of the big top-heavy games development houses seem to be kind of tilting and being unsteady on their feet. And I get the sense that smaller community-oriented projects and things are going to win the day in the next 5 to 10 years. Mm-hmm. I think we've talked about this, but the more games I play and the more news and stuff that I read, like I think Sony closed Bluepoint today. The people that made the Colossus and Demon's Souls remakes. Even the good studios that are great at what they do just aren't able to stay open at the whims of these executives anymore. And it's going to be up to people like Concerned Ape and Relogic, companies like whatever the name of this company is, and Relogic, making those kinds of games, I think, to continue to define this medium that we love so much. Oh. I'm even a sucker for the fishing. I'm to understand that a lot of people don't like it, but I could just sit here and press this square button all day. Gary's mod was fantastic. I never got into Gary's mod as a piece of community software, but I definitely played it when it was still a Half-Life 2 mod and not its own standalone thing, way back in the mid-2000s. That was one of the first... I think when I first got it, it was actually free, if I remember correctly, like 20-something years ago. And I never really thought about it after the 2000s. And then I was talking to a friend a couple of years ago, and I had no idea that it turned into its own whole thing, standalone piece of software. That's another great example where Valve like essentially built the Source engines and then Source. Yeah, because it was Gold Source and then Source, I guess. But Source proper, once they built it, they seemed to use it to make Half-Life 2, and then just kind of gave the engine to the community, if I remember correctly. Either Source was open source or it was very cheap to get development access to. I don't remember exactly. You, I'm sure, know, since that's your thing. But yet another great example of being community-minded about these kinds of things. Fucking garbage. Broken CD? No, they need. I want a mod to turn the broken CDs into jewel pods. That's what I want. We need to update Stardew Valley. Jewel pods and vape batteries. Perfect. A brim? I'm looking for a chub. Algae. Algae. Do I have a chub? Hit. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's awful aggressive to be my chub. Oh, careful. Oh, is it? No, it's a shad. Okay. That's enough fishing for today. I wonder if I can give the old market trader some garbage. Does he take garbage? Is there a way to... Oh, no, don't fish in the box. Alright, looking at that's fine. How's my energy? I think it's... If I remember correctly, it's like 11 or 12 when you just pass out. I think it's 11, but I'm scared to risk it, so I'm just going to go ahead and go inside. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to risk it. Okay. Who's your favorite Stardew Valley spouse, Barry? I'm a sucker for Penny. I like a well-read homebody. That's my preference. I was a Piper girl, well, Piper guy in Fallout 4 as well. A lot of people seem to not like Piper. I am very fond of Piper. Level up foraging, +1 axe proficiency. Trees sometimes drop seeds. And now I can make wild seeds. And I can make a sap snack bar. All right. Oh, my rod is leveled up so I can better get a chub. Oh, they do buy trash. That's very nice of them. It's like combination recycling. I love how casual this game is in that there's a timer both seasonally and daily, but that they just continue to revolve and there's essentially no actual pressure to play the game at a certain speed, which is wonderfully insightful design. It's like pseudo time pressure. It's really, really well thought out. Oh yeah, I need to upgrade this water can. This is crazy. I'm right there with you. The home life aspirations definitely track to what I would look for personally, as well as I think the vibe of the game. There's something about it. I even enjoy jokingly, actively disliking some of the other girls in town. Like Haley, ugh, no thank you. You need to be in the big city, girl. You ain't built for this kind of place. Life don't move that fast here, Haley. You need to pump the brakes, girl. We're trying to slow down. This is not a bleach your hair kind of town. I'm just up too early. I'm out here getting it. I do love that Pam goes straight to the bar at 5. I'd forgotten that. I guess I can fish until... I've been known to wake up early and catch a chub from time to time. Don't we all? Glasses! Penny. We're very lucky to have a library in such a small town. That we are. Penny, God is my witness. I will whisk you away from that trailer and take you to brighter, greener pastures, into a wonderful home life, the likes of which you've never seen, I promise, Penny. Wait for me. Okay, let's go to the store. I will literally build a house for you, Penny. Well, I think technically I hire someone to build the house in this game. But I'll do the work to farm to make the money and exchange my value into currency and build you a house vicariously. Bag. Oh my god, $2,000? What is this fucking bag made out of? You're an animal. I'm not paying that. Not today. Emily the Crystals girl. Emily, which one is she? It feels like that's the purple girl, but that's Abigail, right? She's not the Crystals girl. She's just like the like listens to My Chemical Romance kind of girl. If I remember correctly. Emily. Fuck, I don't remember which one that is. Emily. Thanks, this looks nice. I only pick out nice things for the people I'm interested in, Penny. Blue hair lives with Haley. Okay. Yep. Okay, I remember now. Wait. Maybe I don't remember. It's the wrong house. They go into the wrong house. Maybe it's this one. She's the one that does like sewing and clothing and stuff, I think. Yeah. Must be out. There she is. Emily. You're not good enough friends with Emily to go into her bedroom. Well, you know what? She's got standards. I respect that at least. I feel you though. She's probably the type of girl that things will work out with you after you put in all this work and effort and like researching her interest and trying to be an active listener and a good participant in both friendships and beyond. And then after all that, she's like, oh, the stars aligned. Ugh. I've definitely met people like that. I definitely have. I wish I could just toss these on the ground. Get out of here. Oh, the stars aligned. No, they didn't. Mercury is not in retrograde. I put in work. I sweat for you, Emily. That's what happened. Mercury didn't do shit. I'm kind of worried that AI language models are going to turn into astrology for programmers. I think that's what's happening. I think they're being taken over by their own astrology thing and they don't realize it. Give me the chub, give me the chub, give me a chub, give me a chub, give me a chub. Oh, treasure chest. Go back for the chub. Oh, you love to see it. A smallmouth bass. And rocks. Yeah, I think once I played a little bit of Terraria, I got kind of pixel pilled. Pixel art and 2D games are where my heart sings the most, but I wasn't spending a lot of time playing them and thinking about them and looking into them recently until I replayed a little bit of that Terraria, and I was like, God, this really was it. There's something about 2D pixel art that I genuinely think it doesn't get any better. There's 3D games are great, and there's a layer of depth that comes from adding a photorealistic renderer and a Z-axis that you just can't get in 2D games, but there's something about 2D like this that just is not replicable in other styles of game, and I have a very difficult time describing what that is, but it's very good. I replayed Illusion of Gaia from the N64 recently, or excuse me, the Super Nintendo recently, and I didn't realize how good that game was. I thought it was just going to be a regular Square Enix game, and I was shocked at the quality of story. It was fantastic. I need to take this out? I guess so, huh? Yep. Wood fence. So I think I need to spend some days building up my resources, getting a nice backpack, and then I'll start working on my fence. What would you consider some 3D pixel art games? Would that be something, I guess, what are they called? Voxel style, like a Minecraft? Or do you have something else in mind when you say 3D pixel art? I don't want to chop down my trees. I like my trees too much. I'm gonna keep fishing. Wait. Almost made a mistake. This man some trash. The way the music fades out. So good. Talking newspaper. No, put the trash back in the water where it belongs. Jojo Cola? Oh, yeah, I'll keep that. A friend of mine and I have a running joke that in the same way that the world is full of beautiful plants and ecologies and ecosystems and biomes because there's like a life force within the earth, both literally and spiritually, that tries to create things, you know? Like life always finds a way. Energy comes to earth and the entropy increases, right? In the same way that the earth wants to make life, we also like to talk about how the earth is full of microplastics and that the earth wants microplastics. We could try to not make microplastics, but they'll end up coming up anyway. Once all the dinosaurs died out, humans were born. The earth made humans just to extract the bone juice from dead dinosaurs to make plastics and then spread them across everywhere in the form of microplastics. That's what we think. Microplastics are like some kind of elevated form of consciousness. I need to find some new examples of voxel games to play, because other than Minecraft, I'm not familiar with any of them that I can think of. And I don't think it counts, but I did get a copy of Core Keeper, which I'm going to put on the to-do list in the next few weeks, I think, because it looks really good. Oh, Hypixel. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me look that up. Oh, it's a Minecraft server network. Interesting. Variety of mini games. Ah. Huh. Oh, wow. That's full on. Yeah, they weren't kidding. Oh, Hytale. Shit, Hypixel looks interesting too. Hytale. Ah, that's right. Talked about this one. I think this was the one that I queued up under Core Keeper, but I haven't gotten it. Hytale. I kind of love that it's not on Steam. That's so cool. Fuck yeah. Keep that 30% for yourself. Oh, they're both made by the same people? Ah, that's nice inter-branding. They've got a good sense of brand identity, which I don't. As you can see, I changed my channel name from Squonky to Deep Squonk. I don't have a good sense of branding. But there's a part of me that almost loves keeping it mixed up and hard for people to follow. Like Squonk is just, I mean, ultimately it's a word I made up, but it turns into this ethos, this ever-changing dynamic that you can't control. You can't be Squonk. Things become Squonkified. They change over time. Sometimes it's light Squonk, sometimes it's deep Squonk. Sometimes you are Squonk incarnate. Sometimes you feel a bit of Squonk. And we're gonna give you newspaper and all that. I'll have this bag in no time. I'm gonna fish this place dry. I'm gonna dredge it till there's nothing left. Brim. We're about to have our last freeze of the season, as far as I can tell, this week, where I am. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and plant a bunch of pepper plants. In real life, because they are very easy to grow and work wonders at cutting your vitamin A and C bill down. I think it's C. I forget what leafy and non-leafy greens have. Wait. Get it up there. Okay, quick. Quick, fuck. Careful. Okay, go. Ooh. Clean. Brim and rocks. I'll take it. More fucking cola. Good cola. We're out here fishing our titties off. Nope, that's a house. Don't fish at the house. Fish in the water. Such good design in this game. Similar to the way that Terraria, I think, has a lot of really nice design insights. So does Stardew Valley. This game was definitely played a lot by Concerned Ape when he was building it and developing it. The way that, say, when I start fishing, the music fades out, and that, I mean, I guess I won't fade back in now because it's nighttime. But when it's not nighttime, the music fades out when you start fishing, and as far as I can tell, it stays faded out until you start moving again. So you can stop fishing and be in this state right here, and there's still no music, which is really cool. Get... Oh yeah. I live in a place that doesn't have I don't want to say it doesn't have frequent rain. There's parts of the year where it rains a couple of times a week, but it's never an incessant amount of rain. And I'm always reminded how when places do get rain that's nonstop, how destructive it can be if the infrastructure and surrounding area isn't prepared for it. Rain is it puts a lot of wear and tear on places. Our particular location is somewhat hilly, so we have a okay drainage. But there are parts of this area that will straight up flood if it doesn't stop raining for 2 days. Like, people have to leave their houses temporarily type of flood. Now let's go ahead and juice up this watering can. It's called efficiency. Oh, I can taste that backpack. It's coming. A lot of floods over the country? Oh man. I hope your friends and loved ones and everyone didn't have too much to deal with. I think the climate's changing everywhere. I mean, I think it's passé to even act like climate change isn't real anymore. I think even the people that don't like talking about it are well aware that the climate's changing. But I remember maybe 5 or 7 years ago, no, probably longer than that, maybe 10 plus years ago, when people around here were still calling it global warming. And I was a little bit younger and I realized, like, oh, it's not that the world is necessarily getting warmer, or at least that's not how the local individual is going to detect climate change. It's going to be increased extremes and increased volatility of weather patterns within a given climate system. It's going to be the most detectable feature of climate change. And like you're saying, with increased rains, and it wasn't supposed to rain that much, you know, I certainly have no idea what your situation is like, but we've had similar things here with climate patterns changing in that way and getting not catastrophic, but just more difficult than we otherwise would. One week or so, we got hit by 4 or 5 back to back. Oh, that's awful. That's like a miserable amount of rain. We had, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Clint, I was talking to somebody. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. Are you, you came to my house in the morning like I'm a drug dealer and you're jonesing. I heard you've been breaking rocks open. You ain't got any ores, do you? If you want to get the most out of the ores, you'll need a furnace. Okay, Clint, I got it. Just so happens I added some blueprints. I mean, I won't say no, Clint. Thank you. Thank you. I learned how to craft a furnace. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. Thank you. You can leave when you've smelted a few copper bars. Okay, thank you. Yep. Thank you, Clint. I gotta get to farming now. Oh my goodness. What busybodies. Hello, Marnie. Yeah, Clint was just here. Yep, I see your cat. It's a nice cat. I found it sitting outside. No, you're the animal lady, Marnie. I don't want a cat. You're gonna make me take this cat, aren't you? Marnie, I'm a dog person. Ah, okay. I'm gonna name it Dog. Okay. Only if I can name it Dog. Well, little dog, you'd be a good kitty now, okay? Ah, you're a very odd sounding dog, cat. I can tell by the rainier rain seasons, hotter, drier summers. I remember being a tiny baby and the record temps being in the 35°C, but now 42? Oh my god. I didn't know any part of Europe got that hot. I mean, I know that a couple of years ago, Spain had some incredible heat waves that killed a lot of people, but I thought that was I guess I just assumed without thinking about it that was a combination of a moderate heat spell and overly urban concrete heavy construction. But Jesus Christ, they didn't even get that hot around here, and I live in a place that's like known in my country to be painfully hot if you're not accustomed to it. It's like a jungle heat. Italy's managed to reach 122. Holy shit. I imagine you're gonna have to start having some legislation about climate control in your residential buildings, because I imagine Europe isn't really built for heat like that. At least the home infrastructure isn't. It's by law where I am that you have to have AC for renting your house out, I think, but I imagine that's not true in all places. We usually get hurricanes once every couple of years, once every 2 to 4 or 5 years, and it's never a direct hit, but it's we get the tendrils of a hurricane, but we got one a couple of years back that was catastrophic. I mean, it devastated this area. Most of our basic services were out for a couple of months. We had to have the National Guard come in and do clearing and stuff. It was unbelievable, unprecedented levels of destruction. In a way, I'm kind of thankful it wasn't worse, because it helped to clear out a lot of old growth trees that were eventually going to be taken by some force of nature. And so it kind of gave some clearing for worse weather events in the future without too much infrastructure damage. But yeah, nothing like that I or anyone else that's lived here has seen in their life, and I imagine it's only going to get worse. Yeah, that's what it's like here too. It's humid heat, and you just can't get the heat off of you. Your sweat doesn't go anywhere. I've been in really cold places too, and it seems like cold is similar in that cold is a lot less tolerable for me anyway when it's very humid too. Humid cold and humid heat both are just miserable. We got a weird world we're setting up for. I don't think any of these developed nations are prepared for it at all, the way that we need to be. I think my country is rolling back our green energy requirements, which is one of the stupidest things that our administration has done. And that's saying something, because 90% of what they're doing is stupid. As in, just not thought out, you know? I'm not even gonna make a case for good or bad, but just literally not well considered. But not moving forward on green energy, wind, even nuclear, and we're rolling back to fucking coal in some places. I'm ashamed at my countrymen. Well, no, most of my countrymen are actually pretty reasonable. It's the fucking politicians. Those are the people. At this point, most of my fellow countrymen consider our political structure to be active enemies. Europe has incredible green energy adoption rates from what I've seen. China as well. I think I felt like I read about the UK trying to move towards renewables too, and they're doing pretty good, but I might be wrong about that. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal for residential areas in Europe, I think, especially given that it seems like so much of the world population is aging, that there seems to be a fertility, I don't want to say crisis, but average fertility rates and childbirth rates the world over are lower, right? And so what I'm thinking is, if you've got older populations in homes that they've owned for long periods of time, those places per capita might have less AC than new construction, and it's going to increase the rate of heat-related illnesses and death far more than they otherwise would be. I worry that's going to happen here too. We're just going to end up with a lot of old dead people in houses cooked to death, which is awful. But without, I mean, we have, you know, some mandates around here, but there's places without air conditioning mandates, and it's going to be catastrophic. I imagine in my lifetime where I am, we're going to see a heat-related disaster the same way that we see hurricanes and tornadoes and things. And I imagine wherever you are, you're probably going to experience the same thing within the next 5 to 10 years. And that's just something that's... Like, how do you prepare for that? I don't think that you can. You have to go hide in a fucking cave or something. You Europeans have castles, right? You can, you can go hide in a castle. No, I don't think that's a good scalable plan, but... That's what my 3-year-old side of my brain thinks. There seems to be a problem the world over with it being unaffordable to even exist by the same familial standards as our parents and grandparents did. And it strikes me because so many of our countries are different culturally, and their education systems are different, their economies are different, their work, trade, apprenticeship programs are different. I don't understand why so many first and second world nations have trouble maintaining standards of living from generation to generation. It seems like we all have our own unique ways where wealth is pooling at the top and not being made available to young people. And it's manifesting and making it very difficult to have a family. It's the same way here. You effectively can't afford to raise a family unless both parents are working a full-time job. In other words, you damn near have to guarantee that the child isn't going to have enough emotional and educational attention from the parents, which is a recipe for disaster. I think a lot of people don't understand how big of a problem that's going to be. If it requires 2 parents working full-time to raise a child, then that child is necessarily not going to get the attention they need to be, in my opinion, a well-rounded person, citizen, you know, father in the future. It's going to be so bad. You can bust 30 minutes to a castle. Fuck yeah. Something about castles really fascinates me. I did a little project on them when I was in high school, which I didn't really learn a whole lot that stuck with me my entire life, other than I will never forget that in the book that I read, it said that there were often not, I mean, obviously there weren't plumbing facilities, but there weren't well thought out constructed bathroom and restroom facilities in castles. So they would just shit under the staircases and then cover it with hay. And then they would bring the livestock in when the weather was bad. And sometimes the livestock would roll around in human shit. And that was just a delightful image that stuck in my mind for like 30 years. So it was pretty great. But beyond that, I think castles fascinate me because there's something so intriguing about a family or an area and a lordship getting so strong that they're able to construct something, a physical object, a domicile, a fortification that outlasts them to the point that their familial dynasty ends up being constructed around this thing. Like the castle itself embodies the long-term dynastical relevance of some of these families, which I guess is part of like what happened with the Habsburgs, right? Like the Habsburgs ended up building a castle and then building a lot of wealth and I don't remember where the Habsburgs are from, like Austria, North Italy, I don't remember. I'm not actually very up on my European history, but they ended up like ruling a shit ton of Europe through different courtship appointments and marrying into rich families and getting fucked up ass jaws and shit. And then they faded away from relevance. But all of that, from what I understand, like those power centers started from being able to protect themselves by being in a castle. And I don't know, I just find that so deeply fascinating. If you tried to build a castle here, you'd probably get taken to a city council meeting and they would fine you. And if you tried to respond by shooting bows and arrows at them through turrets in the castle, they would take you to jail. You just can't do that anymore. The age of the castle is long gone. Something about them, they speak to a very core part of my humanity, where like, I'm a human, I rub sticks together. I make fire. Like, people want to hurt me. What do? I just surround myself in rocks. And if they can still hurt me, I just put more rocks there. And eventually I have a castle. It's just like it's a natural phase of human evolution. It's just a bunch of rocks. Capella de Ossos. Yeah, ossos. That's like a Latin root for ossuary, right? Like a mausoleum, if I remember. Bones and skulls. That's fucking cool. I've been trying to brush up on my Spanish, a little bit of French, Latin, also Russian and Japanese here and there, just to be able to read Cyrillic and understand what's being said. I'm terrible at Japanese. I know basically 0% Japanese. But I can start to read Russian and Ukrainian Cyrillic, and it shocks me how similar all of the Romantic languages and Slavic languages are. It seems like if you know some of your Latin roots, you can make do in a lot of these places. If not speak, at least understand what's being said. Oh my god. Oh, it's a dog. Your name is Dog. I hope you're okay with that. Capella de Ossos. Yeah, let me. I want to see if I'm right. Ossuary. Yeah, a container or room in which the bones of dead people are placed. That sounds like a language model ass sentence. In which the bones of dead people are placed. Is that the most? That seems awful dry. Give me a better sentence. A chest box, building, well, or site made to serve as the final resting place of human skeletal remains. That's what we like. That's what we like. Don't give me that Wikipedia simple English garbage. Wow, there's some gorgeous ossuaries. They almost use these human bones as like decorative pieces. That's fucking cool. Kaplica Zasek, an ossuary chapel in Poland. I want to look up where the one you mentioned is, but I won't say it on stream. If anyone wants to do that, they can look it up themselves. Huh. Ah, I see. Oh, man. Holy shit. They're like in the cement of the pillars and everything. That's a shitload of dead people. Very artistically done, though. I like that. It's like an integrated respect and reverence for the final stage of human existence built into the construction around you. There's something that's very, I don't know. I find that very compelling. I like it. Portuguese have an advantage with learning Japanese. Their syllables and pronunciations are pretty much the exact same. Really? Portuguese? Wow, I didn't know that. How? I wonder why that is. Surely that's not a coincidence, right? But I didn't think that, like, as I don't want to say isolated. There's a different word that I'm looking for, but as self-contained as the Japanese culture and language was for so many hundreds of years, I'm just kind of surprised. Who was it that had a trading post with the Japanese? That was the Dutch, I think. So yeah, I wonder why that is. That's really interesting. You know, there's an interesting etymological theory that's not proven, I don't think, but I remember reading it somewhere that the root word for the vegetable, the yam, or what we call the sweet potato, I think it's basically the same thing. I think there's a Filipino word that is the same as the Spanish term, and it's thought that perhaps that happened from people from the Micronesian islands or some other like section in Oceania that got on boats and came across the Pacific thousands of years ago and brought their language with them. But I don't know, I could be fucking that up, so don't take my word for it. But it's really interesting, something I found in a Wikipedia rabbit hole. A lot of trading history even between us during World War II. Interesting. Wait, hold on, really? Whose side were you on of World War II? Now I want to know, let me see. Yeah, you can nerd snipe me so easy. You give me an interesting piece of etymological history, I will immediately stop playing the game and start Googling. Let me see. Portugal during World War II maintained its neutrality until the very end of 44. And then I'm sure we pointed a bunch of guns at you, and then you let the United States build a military base there. So you pulled a Switzerland. Slick. And then we forced you basically to let us build a base on Terceira Island in the Azores. Way to go, Portugal. I mean, shit, if you knew you weren't going to be able to benefit anything from the war and it wasn't your business, I may as well stay out of it. Fuck yeah. I love learning history. It's kind of shocking you were able to remain neutral for being geographically where you were. That's prime allied loading real estate. I'm shocked that like France or whoever didn't lose their shit. Well, I guess France couldn't do much of anything, could they, huh? And then the United States, I guess we... It says you let us put a military base there, but I know my country. Nobody lets us do anything. We force people to do stuff. That's how that works. I know what we're like. God, my country's fucking up so much, dude. It's ghastly. Ugh. Okay, backpack time. It's sad. I'm watching, like, I know enough world history to know that what we're going through in the US right now is probably going to disenthrone us from being a world power for the rest of this empire's existence. It's terrible to see happening, but you know, nothing you can do. We had a good run. But the word for arigato and obrigado. What? I never even thought of that. You're fucking blowing my mind. Hold on. This is that's crazy. Okay, yeah, I gotta let me get a, I'll bring up a Firefox page. Hold on. Because I'm gonna be doing research a whole bunch. Give me 1 second. Oh, don't pass out. Let's see. And then go here. Almost there. Ooh, okay. I think that did it. Let me see. Yes? Okay. Whoops, I think I closed my live stream window. Where did you go? Are you still... Yeah, you're still... There you are. Let's see. Japan-Portugal relation. The first affiliation between Portugal and Japan started in 1543. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to reach Japan. No shit! I thought that was the Dutch. I guess the Dutch were just the first ones that established like a regular trading port? soon as the Portuguese arrived, Portuguese traders and merchants began looking for trading opportunities. The non-bond trade. So when was this? That was 1543? So when was Dejima? Or Dejima? Wow, that was way later. No, you know what? How about that? It was first a trading port for the Portuguese and the Dutch afterwards. No shit. Huh. So the Portuguese, yeah, were probably where they first got matchlock firearms, cannons, galleon-style ships, and Christianity, for better and worse. Although they seem to have managed the spread of Christianity pretty well in Japan. Wow. One of the many things that the Japanese were interested in were Portuguese guns. Fuck yeah. Fucking tempura and Castella. Keiran Somen. Con peito. Is this Portuguese candy? Holy shit, that's a cool looking candy. You had a hand in founding Nagasaki? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we kind of blew the shit out of that place, didn't we? We definitely killed 200,000 people in the blink of an eye. That may have been Hiroshima. I think Nagasaki was more like 100,000. Those numbers don't even seem real when I read about them sometimes. To just vaporize that many human lives at once. What an awful war that was. Like, World War is a thing that I hear in my head, and I know it academically, but then when I juxtapose it against conflicts that I'm closer to, like, historically speaking, like the Ukrainian War or America's forays into the Middle East, going back and reading about the scale of death and destruction in the Great Wars of the early and mid 1900s are just unbelievable. Just every other country fighting for its own existence. Crazy. I think that Ukraine and Russia both are going to be fucked up for a long decades, demographically, specifically, from how many young men they've sent off to die in war or had to have, had fight, whatever, from which side you're looking at it. You can't, it takes decades, if ever, to fix a problem like that. I'm kind of shocked that Japan was able to pull it off. Wow, that's cool. Thank you for that information. I had no idea. Here in my mind, I thought it was the Dutch that established the primary trading relationships between the Japanese and the Europeans, but I was mistaken. It was the Portuguese. I'm going to carry that tempura fact with me for a long time. That's going to be some bar trivia, let me tell you. It's locked. Fucking weird. I love that. Who is this? Hold on. The cool guy, Alex. You just walk outside, start throwing a football up in the air. That's definitely a cool guy thing to do. Portugal has seemed to be a remarkably, I don't want to say stable because I feel like that implies something I don't mean it to, but the Portuguese state and economy seem to be uniquely resilient in the modern era. Like, they don't seem to have a lot of the societal demographic issues that some of more mainland Europe does. Although I could be totally wrong about that. That's just the sense that I get. I don't know, it's interesting. I think a lot of Americans fucking forget where Portugal is. What do we got? Yeah, I didn't remember. Was it that Kyoto became Tokyo, or was it that the old capital was Kyoto and then they moved it to where Tokyo is now and then named that new area Tokyo? Yeah, because Kyoto is a different city, I think, right? Let me check. I'm pretty sure it is, but I must know. I sniped myself. I do that shit too. I ask myself an interesting question and I stop what I'm doing. Kyoto, and then Tokyo. Okay. Wow, they're way far away. You know what's interesting though? I am trying to learn a little bit of Japanese kanji. I guess technically they're not kanji, they're hiragana. Or kata. I think they're hiragana. Yeah. Maybe it's katakana? Maybe they're kanji too, I don't know. But these symbols right here. I don't think it's katakana. It's either hiragana or kanji. But I'm trying to learn them and understand their phonetics so I can pronounce them. And I see that yo or kyo, I think right here is kyo, and it's the same here in Kyoto, but the to is different. The first symbol in to is different than the second symbol in Kyoto. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. If I remember correctly, you can type Romanized Japanese into Google Translate and it'll give you the kanji. Let's see. So yeah, if I have this, right? Whoops. Kyo. Okay. Now that's kyo, but why is to different? That's probably not correct. Okay, so maybe that's closer to the to sound. Japanese translate's not going to do it correctly, I don't think. Holy shit, is it actually called Romanji? That's a delightful name for it. Romanji. Sure is. That's great. Domo arigato. I see. So hiragana is just the phonetics, or one of the forms of phonetics. I was shocked the more that I learned about Japanese, how many non-Japanese native words they use in everyday speech. Like, they speak loan words a shockingly common amount of the time. It's pronounced a bit different? Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Hiragana. Katakana. And then I think the one that I mistake for kanji is furigana, but I think those are helper kanji. Those aren't needed. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, I'm too deep in the weeds. Oh, I'm three Wikipedia pages deep. I gotta go back. Okay. Alright. That was a close one. I almost got lost in the sauce there for a minute. I have a sip of water. Okay. Did I make a boo-boo? There we go. Delightful. Yeah, it was shocking to me how many loanwords are spoken in Japanese. I had no idea. Oh my god, don't throw my scythe away. There's a delightful... So I grew up playing Earthbound, and I didn't know this until recently, actually, but there's a company called Fangamer, and they make Undertale merch and Earthbound merch and all this other stuff. And Fangamer has some books by a guy, he's a translator named Clyde Mandolin. He goes by Tomato. And Tomato used to post prolifically on starmin.net like 20-something years ago, 20 plus years ago. And he used to make a bunch of translation patches for Squaresoft games. And I didn't know this until just like a few months ago, but he's got a YouTube channel with like 2,000 videos of him playing different JRPGs with native Japanese kanji and all the different, I don't know, hiragana, katakana writing systems, as well as English translation patches. And he compares and contrasts the different translations and talks about the localization challenges and difficulties in the nature of localization and how it's never a one-to-one process, and you have to like perceive cultural intent and draw context from a high context language and put it into a low context language like English and spell it out with English cultural references and all this stuff, right? And he's also got articles on legendsoflocalization.net. Amazing website, by the way, if you've never looked at it. I'll actually type it in because it's so good. Excuse me, legendsoflocalization.com. Fantastic site. And he was writing something there about how height, which I guess I thought was Japanese for yes, is actually not yes. Height is Japanese for agree. It's like an agreement, a vocalized agreement. So if you ask something like a negative question, like if I ask you, "You're not going back to the store today, are you?" If you say height, you're not saying yes. You're saying you're correct. I'm not going back to the store. Whereas in English, if I asked you, "You're not going back to the store later," you can't really say yes or no without qualifying it because it doesn't make any sense. Yes, you're correct. I'm not going back to the store. No, I'm not going back to the store, right? All these little intricacies in Japanese are so cool to me. I didn't realize that the language fundamentally operated within a different... I don't know. I like the words to describe the difference, but I recognize that the context difference between the way that information is exchanged in Japanese is vastly different than Latin. People always said Japanese was a high context language. English and Latin languages were low context. I didn't know what he meant. And the people that wrote that I read it, I didn't know what they meant. And I'm getting a better understanding of it, that when people say that a language is high context, my thinking is like, where is that context? Like if it's a high context language, where does that context reside? Because for me and you to speak with a non-explicit communication, the context has to exist somewhere. And I think I'm recognizing now that that context is culture. When the Japanese speak about things in very low amounts of phonetics and they communicate a lot of information without a lot of kanji or speech, they do it because they have a deep shared cultural understanding that doesn't have to be explicitly spoken or written. Unlike English, where we have to spell everything out literally word for word, if that makes sense. I could be off base about that understanding, but I'm starting to gather that's what it is. And that really opened my eyes. Like I can program in Python, I can read and understand C, I could read Spanish and a little bit of French and understand it both as a native English speaker and somebody interested in Latin languages. But that was different. That was a different form of communication entirely that my brain was not accustomed to. So fascinating. Give me the backpack. It makes me think a lot about a place like America, though, because we are a nation of immigrants. And then I think about Japan, which is like almost explicitly a nation of not immigrants, and how their language reflects a shared cultural understanding. And I ask myself, you know, what's a language like in a place that doesn't have shared culture, or at least cultures of other people come here, right? And then disperse and move around. And people say we're a melting pot, and we kind of are, but a lot of our cultures are insular and they just kind of keep to themselves. And so how do you communicate with these people? And sometimes I wonder if part of the problems that my country has today are precisely because we lack what the Japanese have in some sense. Like we lack language that allows us to communicate shared context. That there are Americans with whom I literally cannot have a conversation in that sense because we don't have the correct contextless or contextful terms or experiences respectively to communicate those shared ideas. Perhaps there's an etymological basis for some of the struggles we face, which is not something I had considered until I started learning more about how Japanese works. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe so. So it's interesting food for thought. Look at this fucking cat. Get out of the way. Okay. Wait, how much will that give me? That's pretty good. Okay. That's a pretty good cat. I'm not usually a cat person, but that's an A-okay cat by me. Let's go ahead and get building fences. That cat might go wandering. We can't have that. Oh, yeah. Okay. This fence is different than I remember. Interesting. Oh, hell yeah. What? I get close to it. Look at that. Uh-huh. What we like to see. Damn, I'm really doing it out here. I'm doing farm real big. I'm doing me. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Sorry, tree. I don't want to do it to you, but you're right in the way. Okay, and this needs to go a little bit farther out here. Something welcoming for people, you know? I need to pick some more dandelions for Penny and rescue her from her alcoholic mother. Don't worry, Penny. Help is on the way. I can save her. I can save her. Give me my leather coat and my jeans. My hair slicked back, spiked a little bit to add some coolness to mask my receding male pattern baldness hairline. That's the nature of beauty. That's the true nature of beauty. You work with what you've got. Skillful working with what you got is the path to true gorgeousness. Wearing it well. Aha! Wait, no, this is not a dandelion. Or a daisy. I need a daisy. Something. Daffodil, I forget what it's called. Suppose I could fish real quick. I'll tell you what, I got an update for the back end of my OBS encoder. I don't know what changed, but it used to be that the FFmpeg selection occasionally dropped a bunch of frames, but Pipewire on Linux got some updates, OBS did some things, I removed a few redundant plugins, and now I'm using FFmpeg. Haven't dropped a single frame. Very happy about that. I need to play some ESO again. I've been itching to get back into Tamriel. And when I would do a dungeon run in ESO, the moment I cast something with a bunch of particle effects, OBS would literally stop encoding frames for streaming, and the frame rate would go to 0 until the battle was done. So I need to give that another test. But after I focus on... What is this? Onions. I wonder if Penny likes onions. But before I can go back to Tamriel, I must save Penny from her abusive, alcoholic trailer park mother. There's a little Penny inside of all of us. And with any luck, there'll be a little me inside Penny. Well, him. Character, the player character. I remember I played Starfield when it came out, and it was... I think I met you. You smell like grass. I like how observant you are. You are correct. I was playing Starfield when it came out back in 2003 or so, and one of the star powers that you can get is foresight. Some kind of, classic Bethesda dialogue option power up where you can foresee the outcomes of certain dialogue trees that you go through, right? Perfectly understandable power up that you would get in that game. But one of the functions of it was that by using it, you could end up sailing through the relationship steps, the dialogue trees for any given girl in the game that you could partner with. And it didn't occur to me until a little bit later that that meant you basically Like, how would you even describe? Like, you bent space time to force a girl to marry you, and I never saw that levied as a criticism against the game. Which, I mean, it's a game. I grant that it's not a serious criticism. But for all the different types of complaints that people like to make on the internet about video games, no one said anything about that, which I found very funny, because that's awful. If you were forced into a marriage because somebody could bend space-time, it's terrible. It's like something somebody in a 1980s movie would do. That's abuse. But because it's Todd Howard, we're okay with it. You put abusing people in a video game, Todd Howard. Unbelievable. Sell these onions and fish. You make the stars align. God, it was right there! Thank you. You deserve that one. Okay, did I water you? Just in case. Oh, hell nah. Bro. I don't even have a shower. I gotta wake up like full of cat hair. Excuse me, dog hair. +1 hoe proficiency. It's never not enjoyable. Speaking of hoe proficiency, I need to go give Penny a gift. A deluxe fishing pole? I guess I should probably go check out the cave as well, huh? Oh, that's a tough chub. 15-inch chub. I love it. Okay, let's go. Oops, let me pause. There we go. Okay. No, don't fish on the sidewalk. You definitely don't want sidewalk fish. Bro, really? That's sick. Telling me there's no fish in the fountain? Now I'm curious. I wonder. Surely not. Surely this game would just mock me by giving me a bunch of stones and rocks and trash, right? Wood. Chub and wood. What a rowdy fisherman. Okay. Fish this bird. Damn. Let's see here. Proven adventurer. Can't remember how I get a sword. Hello there, Marlin. I was just peering down in this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there. In a dark place, undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. Nice. I'll use it to strike these lot lizards aplenty. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Ha 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 ha. Prove yourself and I might thank you by making you a member. Keep your eye on them, you say. We only got one. I also like the way it's designed to hide the progression to lower levels by forcing you to mine for ore like this. Really, really nice. Okay. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now. Oh, oh, careful. Oh, that's wood. Chopping bits off of you. Tough cookie. Really nice chunky swing animation too. Nice sprite work. I like it. Got some new ideas to sleep on. Things just looking up. Getting better and better. Aha. Oh, careful. I'm locked in and full of chub. Y'all better be careful. Don't make a mistake. Oh. Oh. Okay, what do we got? Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. He's pissed. Whoop. Slick. Slick. You fool. You fool. Can't stop me. I'm the farming adventurer. Or, I suppose, the adventuring farmer. Huh? Mine elevator. Back up. The perfect swinging cadence. I swing swords like people dance. Look at me tango. Look at this. Oh, perfect timing. It's unbelievable. Unstoppable. I'm the best Stardew player there ever was. If there was a Stardew competition, I would I would win. I would win the Stardew competition. Stardew Valley first place. Man, I bet a Stardew Valley concert would be unbelievable. Some of the people I've talked to in stream have said that they've gone to one and that it was every bit as good as you'd imagine. I believe them. The music in this game is fantastic. I see diamonds. At least I think that's diamonds. Fancy. Or quartz, maybe. Give me your minerals and rock salts. Quartz. Fucking RNG. My worst enemy. Just when I thought I was the world's best Stardew Valley player, I'm made a fool of. This goes to show you. Hubris can be the downfall of any man. You let your ego get too big and RNGesus mocks you to your face. Oh, I'm not looking good. Fucking bomb? What is that? Sure is. Oh shit. You know it's rough when you're just eating algae. Oh, what do I have here? 9 to 16? Oh boy. Look out. Look out. Chunky. Just how we like it. Oh. Oh, it's an emergency. Let's see, floor 9. Almost have energy. Do I have any food? Got some algae. Boy. No. Guess I gotta eat the chub. Try to save that for market, but come on. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Nice. Oh. I failed. I failed. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Oh, failed. It was worth it. It was worth it. Did you do anything? Mrs. Fairy? You sure did. Oh. Okay. First off, I don't remember. I don't remember how to pick up. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, how much did you bill me, doctor? Oh, nothing. $69. Ugh. Nice. Grab some water. right. I'm just gonna glance real quick at whoops, where'd it go? Oh, it's not coming up. There it is. Just gonna read Portugal. So y'all stayed neutral in World War II? Boy. Lucky. Yeah, this is Caledonia, right? So that was the big mountain range there. The Pyrenees. There's Caledonia. No? Wait, what the fuck am I thinking of? What's the, Catalan. Wow, I'm a moron. Catalonia. Okay. So... Catalonia. I see. So it's not the whole width. I guess there's some pretty good protection here from too much trouble. Yes, the Pyrenees does really good to keep a country neutral in World War II. Although Spain, I don't think was, but they probably have more of an option too, like you did, if they chose. I like looking at the geographies of these places. Yeah, Francisco Franco, right? Strict neutrality and non-belligerence. Okay, yeah, so they were, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure the Pyrenees had a lot to do with that. That'll go a long way to making Hitler not fuck with you, wouldn't it? Big ass mountain range in the way. It's just not worth the trouble. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that'll do it. Huh. I didn't realize so much of Austria was mountains. That's a lot of it. Okay, interesting. All right. Oh, gotta. Whoop. Penny. I'm gonna look for something for you in the trash can. Oh, a candy bar. Penny. Yeah, I found it in the trash can. You don't like it? Why not? It's a trash can candy. Okay, well, sorry. I mean, you do live in a trailer, though. And there's, like, tires outside your house, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Penny. Let's be reasonable. Be reasonable, Penny. 9 a.m.? Oh, be reasonable. Maybe beat this door down with a club. Oh, now they're open. Wait, did that just splash before it even... Saw a little glitch there, maybe not. Sir, I have a geode for you, Clint. Really? You want the clay? No? Okay. Nice knowing you. See how much he wants for this pole. It smells, it sells, if you know what I mean. Holy shit, what was that? I didn't know you could do that. Just start beating people's shit. Get out of here. Bust up this old fish can. Fish smoker. I love that the trout suit makes you better at fishing. Fiberglass. 1800. Oh, Willie, you're killing me. Double max. I'm fish maxing. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. Oh, fish maxing. You love it. You love it. That's pure victory. Look at this. I just cannot stop winning. Oops. Fuck that up. Immediately. What I get for running my mouth? I'm my Stardew Valley championship title slipping through my fingers. Ooh. So slick. So slick. Come on. Come on. Oh. I quite like this fishing game. I'm to understand that a lot of fucking coal. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm quite fond of it. I think it feels really nice. There's a really nice weight to the movement. I'd like to see the math function behind it. Some nice curvature. Double hit. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, Willie, I'm blowing out your favorite fishing spot. I hope we got some cash on hand, Willie. I'm about to clear you out. Oh. I distinctly remember there was one fish whose icon would just surge up and downwards and be exceedingly difficult to catch. It was the most pain in the ass fish. I haven't seen it yet. I know she's out there. I'm an animal. Oh my god. Oh. No, let's go talk to Willie. Willie, meet Chubb. How many innuendos could you possibly put in one game? Let's see. Look at all that. Look at this. Oh, don't you worry. I'll be back, Willie. Oh? Leah, right? No! Oh, you're Elliot. I'm very sorry. That was my bad. Very sorry. You looked like a girl from afar. My apologies. I've got an old way of looking at things, you see. Do I not have my hoe? Nope. That's what I get. My hubris strikes again. Caroline, I wish Abby wouldn't spend so much time in her room. She's probably programming. What do you have against women in STEM? Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. Oh, I just hit the shit out of you. Fuck! Can I not talk to you? I didn't mean to give you clay either. You know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm very sorry. Wow, I feel like a moron. I called a man a woman. And then I yelled at some lady for not letting a girl study in her room. And then I hit another lady with a club. This has been a terrible day. Jesus Christ. Wait, where did my... Didn't I have a fence here? Oh, okay. I was like, what? What? Oh, this is the worst day ever. Spring. You can still plant these, right? Yeah. How to... I guess I can't attach bait to that one, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll worry about it later. We'll worry about it later. Trying to make me some shrimp tempura. God, tempura is a Latin word, isn't it? I guess Portuguese. That's crazy. Tempura. How about it, Omnilag? Good to see you. Yeah, I felt like I would fire it back up. I got the taste for some pixel games, and I poked into another streamer to say hi that was playing, and I was like, you know what? Man, that sounds pretty good right now. Hope things are good. I know stuff's a little chaotic where you are, but everything's alright. Broken sea. Broken sea, what garbage. Not a jewel pod to be seen. You're gonna give me trash, give me a jewel pod. Yeah, we've been in touch with some friends and family and watching the news. It looks like the whole fucking country went bananas. I'm certainly not going to speak for anyone down there, but I've talked to a few that are kind of happy that Some of those cartelists got their nose punched in. I hate it for the guard that lost their lives. It looks like there was a lot of bloodshed, but I guess it was either now or never at some point. Okay. Sick. No, I don't need to go to bed yet. I may as well just keep fishing. Oh! I don't think I can reach it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Whoops. I'm starting to wonder if there's actually any benefit to casting this thing as far as I do. If there is, it doesn't make it clear or obvious. And now I'm wondering if I just cast it really hard because it just brings up a progress bar when you cast, so it just feels good. I suspect that's what's happening. I just enjoy throwing it really far, but it doesn't matter. Oh, a chub. I got me a 15-incher. Inch chub, you should see a doctor. Oh. Oh. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, we're cooking. And then for evenness sake, let me keep that. That there. How's my cat named Dog doing? Good. Good to hear. The more water around your cast farther from the land, the better or rarer fish you can fish. Okay, good to know. Huh. That does make sense. That's a nice little way to incentivize long throws. Cat named Dog. Yeah, well, I'm more of a dog person. And then I think it was somebody showed up at my house when I first started playing, and I was trying to leave and go to the town to greet everyone, but they wouldn't let me. And then that little screen introduction thing ended and faded out, and then it faded in with Maisie or whatever her name is, and she had a cat. She was like, "Will you please take it?" And I said, "Fine, but only if I can name them Dog." Level 3 fishing. I'm a fishing machine. I've got a crab pot and a dish of the sea. What a delightful game. Was that enough for the rod? I think it is. I think it's fiberglass rod time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. I don't know. I don't think it is. Marnie. Yeah, I was reading that some people aren't too fond of fishing, but I really enjoy it. I think like the weighting of the movement is nice. The sound effects and responsiveness of the minigame is nice. It's just an enjoyable little punchy activity. Oh, it's a fucking hat mouse. The Farmer Squonky, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. Uh-huh. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. You've just been hustling to get this construction business off the ground, haven't you, Robin? I respect that. But look, I'm not really a builder or a materials harvester right now. I'm more of a fisherman. Look at this fucking cat splayed out. Robin's delightful. I like Robin. I've tried to, if I remember correctly, I don't think you can wed Robin if I'm not mistaken. I've tried to get in a relationship with anyone other than Penny, but it's so hard because I like Penny so much. Haley is just too ritzy for my taste. She's a city girl in a farm town. I'm not really about it. I think you need to go on to the big city where they need you, girl. We're fine here. Leah's pretty delightful. Abigail's a little too My Chemical Romance for my taste, although she's very nice. Abigail's the token big titty goth girl, which is delightful. The role can't run without him, but it's just it's too easy. Everyone picks the big titty goth girl. I like to go for the understated, the unspoken, the highly educated. I joke, but I'm fairly certain they actually shade a line of pixels under Abigail's chest darker to imply that she's the big titty goth girl, which is hilarious design. Am I mistaken? No, they definitely do. Look at that. Look at that bottom row of pixels. There's 2 rows of them. Make it gradient darker. That's great design. I guess Pam do too, but she's the big titty alcoholic. That makes sense. Sometimes it fascinates me how you can do that kind of visual design with just individual pixels. Both the art itself being that informative, as well as the human brain being able to determine titty depth by just gradient color changes. It's like we're built for it. I mean, I guess we are. You don't like Penny? Dude, I love how everyone has their favorites. It's so great. Yeah, she's super pathetic. That's okay, I can save her. See, I just have to marry her and bring her into my life and devote myself to repairing all of her character flaws. And then everyone's happy. Oh, I got a good-ass fish. Wow, I have scoliosis. Look how I run. My spine is fucked up. Isn't Shane the one that, like, is a legitimate alcoholic, and then you can actually bring him out of his self-destructive streak if you play the game right? That's that's so funny. Oh, do you have scoliosis? My bad. At least I think that's a fucked up back, right? Let me see. Now I want to know. Scoliosis, fucked up back. Okay, I'll just find Google. Side to side curve of the spine. It's a specific axial of fucked up back. Ooh, I don't know if that's Google safe. Let me not click that. I'm getting dangerous looking up scoliosis on Google Images on a live stream. Woo, that's too hot for YouTube. But yeah, it's side to side. Interesting. So I guess I don't have scoliosis in this game. I have fuck. I don't know how to Google this without using a language model. Scoliosis different axis. What's the forward and back one? Shane is an alcoholic for good reason if you get to know why. That was so insensitive, Squawk. Hyperkyphosis. I love that the guy with scoliosis knows what the other one is. He's like, yo, I've got the info. Hyperkyphosis. Yep, that's it. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, so my character is hyperkyphotic. Yo, I'm the back expert, let me tell you. Actually, one of the tech channels I watch, they always talk about technologies and games. I'm actually kind of falling out of taste with them because they talk about, it's Digital Foundry, and they talk about technologies like DLSS and ray tracing and all these things that are increasingly not that important to me or a lot of people who play games, frankly, and I think they're starting to realize that. But anyway, one of the guys that does researching and benchmark stuff and work for them spent a whole 20 minutes or so, I think today, on their episode talking about how he reached down to get something out of the dishwasher and immediately fucked his back up and had to go to the hospital and talk to some people, and now he's doing physical therapy and ended up getting a standing desk and has to completely restructure his workflow around his back injury. And that is so awful. I can't imagine, because I've known people in my life that have had to build their lifestyle around particular, back injuries and stuff. But fuck, dude, it just comes out of nowhere. So scary. Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. Used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage. I take that personally. But you're not wrong, I would. But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a Joja Cola warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a Joja Co membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. I'm just gonna drop this here MacGuffin for you. Right in front of you. I hope no one picks it up. But come on, let's go inside. Oh, did I leave the wiki tab up? I'm so bad at fucking streaming. Okay, thank you for the heads up. Right before the cinematic. Fucking hyperkyphosis all over my screen. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. They're very architecturally inclined. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. What? What was that? I see why you abandoned this place. It's full of goddamn ghosts. What's the matter? Are you ill? No, I saw a fucking ghost, man. Don't tell me you didn't see that. I wouldn't be surprised if this place is for— Don't fuck with me, old man. This whole town's in on it. You're worrying me, Squonky. You wouldn't be the first. Lewis. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. That's an older person thing to say. When you're younger, you're like, man, I need to get some food. I want to get some food. When you're older, you're like, I need to eat. It must happen. I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Or maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Adorable! They tell you both potential quest lines you can take in passing conversation. I like it. I also like this little icon down here. Is delightful. I don't remember this being here in the previous patches. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Okay, there's a dandelion out there. What is it? Or a lily? What is this? A daffodil, of course. Of course. Scoliosis flower. Penny's gonna fucking love this. She's gonna like it way more than the candy bar I dug out of the trash can for her yesterday. She didn't like that very much. Let me see. Are you good, Penny? Yeah. Actually, let me check the trash. I dug the bar out of the trash can while she was walking up. And then I gave it to her and she was like, I don't know about that. And then I was like, look, Penny, there's tires in your front yard. Don't be picky. Look, I like you, but let's be realistic here. I like you because you're humble. Don't get all hoity-toity on me. Your mom's a drunk, Penny. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, Penny. I mean, I'm no better. I'm making a living fishing outside of her trailer. But this fucking town is out of control. Smallmouth bass. Penny, are you awake? Are you awake, Penny? Can I go in her room? Don't be snooping around the trailer when I'm out, got it? Do I have any liquor I can give you? Can I feed your addiction? No. Penny. Fuck. Penny. 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 Oh, Penny. Penny. Penny, I have a flower for you. Thanks, this looks nice. Fuck yeah. You want another one? I can't be a weirdo and just... Okay. Penny! You're a drunk. You don't need a flower. You need to dry out. Penny knows. Yeah, yeah, she knows, doesn't she? God, I love that Pam goes straight to the bar at 5. So good. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, this... I don't remember her sitting like this. That must be... Either I'm not remembering this game clearly from the last time I played it, or they've added all kinds of little flavor things in here. In all these patches. That little sitting sprite is different. I remember. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get this fishing rod. I'm very sorry. I thought you were Leah. What was your name? Elliot? Elliot. Here. Well, fuck you too, buddy. I know somebody who would appreciate it, and her name is Penny. How about I just dig this fish out of here and give it to you like that? If it smells, it sells. That's what I always say. Isn't that right, Penny? I'm not a big fan of this. You just say yes, you take it, and then you throw it away when I'm like 100 foot away from you. That's all you do. It's not hard. It's not hard to fake this little bit of social interaction that we have to do. We live in the same town as one another. You think you're better than me? You do think you're better than me, don't you? You son of a bitch. Oh, he's gone. Well, I hope you heard me. Oh, yeah. I definitely, when I first played this... Oh my god, where's Willie? My plans have gone awry. When I first started playing this game, I tried to hook up with the moms, and I couldn't. If I remember, they are pre-wedded and unavailable. God, there's probably MILF mods, aren't there, to make them available. That would be very cool. A rusty spoon? Interesting. I love Elliot. I called him Leah. I felt so bad. That's one of the things that I like about the fandom of this game is that everybody has disproportionate intense loves and dislikes for all these little pixel characters. It's so fantastic. There are very good mods that add that, yes. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. I did dig up this rusty spoon outside. You people seem to be very fond of all this trash. What's this? You found something? Let me see it. You look like you run a manga club at your high school. Is this spoon from Japan? Would you like it? Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. Let's see if we can't work out a deal. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find, because they would, from yours, then become mine? We could make groundbreaking discoveries together. Look, buy me dinner first. And who knows, if you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it. As soon as this tutorial is done, Gunther, I will give you this spoon I dug out of the ground that probably fell out of someone's trash can. Yeah, Gunther does feel not quite fleshed out enough. I know what you mean. Doesn't seem like you have anything else to donate. You don't even want to say thank you? Same with, is it Clint, the oarsmith? I was kind of surprised when I went to talk to him on the first day. He didn't even do an introduction. He just went straight into shop mode. Wait, will you get pissed if I, you put them on a table. You know better, don't you? You know I was gonna come in here and start swanging. Okay. Keep your secrets. Penny, I'm always thinking of you. I'm gonna keep this thing locked and loaded. Okay, next week you say the word, and it's all yours. You want this? Too bad. Not for you. For Penny. Sandy and Gunther or Clint will be getting some love. That's what we like to see. I do love that the fandom has essentially forced this game to become a cultural phenomenon and compelled him to keep adding to it as a developer. That kind of push-pull relationship between the fans that breathe life into this property, or any property for that matter, and the developer keeping to the motivation to add to it. I know I keep bringing it up, but it's so delightful to see and take part in. I guess I'm even doing it by just playing it and streaming it, you know? A little bit of the same thing. Abigail! How was the concert? You want this? Here, actually, take this algae. This is awful. Man, whatever. Don't look at me like that. Okay. So you can stick these in the box. Broken bus. I think tomorrow I'll go to the cave. Hello, dog. I could be misremembering, but I'm fairly certain this is one of Penny's preferred. I'm keeping it. 20 ore, 25 stone. Oh, yeah. I don't want the industrial area to be right in the front of the house. That's gross. What? Sad day. Whoops. Bountyland Farms. Only the freshest squonk. Dog, I have a stick for you. Oh, sorry, dog. Busy. Oh. 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 Tricky. You're not just your everyday chub, are you? I guess you are. Take care, Avni. Good to see you. Stop by anytime. Ooh, new record. Crush this fishing. Like it ain't nothing. Oh. Ooh, slick. Brim? Is it a brim? Ooh, I can even tell them by the way they fight. Professional Stardew. Okay, that's good. That's enough of that. Calm down. Whoop. Yeah, I think I should probably wrap this stream up too, because it's at about 3 hours. Yeah, I think that's enough. I need to get some sleep as well. Go ahead and pause at everything and tighten the save file up. Well, I can do... Beautiful. All right. Thank you all for joining me, though. Been a pleasure. I might keep playing over the next few days, because it's nice coming back to Stardew Valley. I'll look at some mods, too, in the meantime, and see if I can find anything that'll be nice to add to it. That's a whole ecosystem I haven't looked into. Let's see. Rain all day tomorrow. Cool. All right. Appreciate y'all for joining me. In front of the TV, huh, dog? All right. I'm gonna cut this off. Y'all have a good night. Good to see you.